Hello and welcome in. My name's Tom, your neighborhood butcher, and today I'm going to give you a look inside the butcher shops across America and how they make the elusive cube steak. You betcha, that chicken fried steak, that tenderized, breaded piece of meat with that country style gravy or whatever kind of gravy you want to put on it. I'm going to show you how it's made today. Let's get into this, you guys. Let's see how cube steak's made. We're going to start with the top round. This is a top round roast or whole top round. And I'm making a few London broils right here. And then the rest of this piece of meat, we're going to turn into cube steak. I like to make it from the top round. You can also use the bottom round, mainly whatever nice lean muscle, that's not going to cost you too much. And you're going to be able to make a nice even piece of meat out of, so that you can create that classic cube steak. You see here, I'm peeling all the fat off of this top round so that there's no fat in your cube steak, because who wants a big glob of fat in the middle of their cube steak? Now we're going to slice this thing up, and then, we're just going to portion it out. We're going to just turn this thing into different kinds of squares. I think I'm going to get 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces of meat, usually 2 per pack. And that's what we're going to make, and I'm going to do that today. I'm going to show you now what the machinery is that we use to make cube steak. It's really a cool little device that you can really do a lot with. You can tenderize top round steaks. You can tenderize just about any kind of boneless piece of meat. This is our cube steak machine. These are little tiny blades that are going to puncture the meat. And they're just like little circular blades. And then you have these guides so that the meat doesn't wrap up around those blades. And that's going to guide that piece of meat through the 2 sets of blades to do this, make cube steak. I usually like to run it through 3 times at a minimum to make a nice piece of cube steak, but sometimes you have to shape these pieces, into the, nice chunks that you want. But this is the process. You're just running this meat, a nice top round, nice lean top round, through the blades at least 3 times to make sure the meat is fully punctured. You want to make sure that muscle is fully punctured and perforated multiple times. You can do cube steak, with a mallet, like old school, some sort of mallet, with a bunch of spikes on it, and you would pound this meat out until it was flat. You would fold it over, pound it some more, fold it over, pound it some more. But what's cool is this piece of machinery does all that for you, and I think a lot more efficiently. Where you can come up with a good looking product because you can shape it the way you want it. You can make it look the way you want it, rather than that, beat up piece of meat that you would get from just pounding it out yourself on the counter. Not saying that you can't do that, because of course you can. But this is a really cool machine and has made making cube steak a lot easier, for the modern meat shops, and what you would want out of your cube steak. You want that piece of meat to be nice and evenly flat so that you can bread it, you can manipulate it, and eventually deep fry it, and put beautiful gravy on it, country gravy, brown gravy, whatever kind of gravy you might desire. All right, here we are on the last piece of meat. We're just going to spread this one out a little bit to make one big chunk of cube steak. And that's how you make cube steak. You guys, thank you for spending some time with me. Cube steak is one of those staples, at least in the United States. And you should find cube steak at just about any grocery store or retail meat shop that you go to. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you. Once again, my name's Tom. If you want some more tips, come on back and check out my next video. All right, bye now.